A city council candidate is accused of campaign finance fraud. He's accused of padding the grassroots donations he collected to qualify for public funding of his campaign. He could end up having to pay back a big chunk of taxpayer change. News 13's Madeline Schmidt is live at City Hall with the story. Madeline?
Now, with Jessica, earlier today, candidate Javier Benavides and witnesses gathered here at the City Board of Ethics meeting to testify. Now, that board will determine if, in fact, fraud occurred. Albuquerque's City Council District 1 has been represented by the same man for more than 10 years. But this October, he's being challenged by a trio of candidates. One of them, Javier Benavides, who's now facing allegations of campaign finance fraud.
This is, I think, political retribution for a lot of the work I did at places like SWAP.
The complaint was submitted by this woman, Stella Padilla, a write-in candidate for mayor. It was investigated by the city's inspector general.
To my knowledge, this is the first time something like this has happened within the city.
Who turned over a report to the city's ethics board.
All we did was provide the faxes conveyed to us.
The complaint is when Benavides' campaign workers were out seeking at least 381 people to contribute $5 apiece on the spot to qualify Benavides for $38,000 in public financing, some of the staffers may have broken city ordinance. Namely, the IG report says a handful of citizens claimed they contributed no money or just $1 or $2 to the campaign, but not the necessary $5. In some of those cases, people said the campaign reps still got their signature and promised to cover the money. When the reps were interviewed, one said she didn't think that was a big deal. Another thought contributions less than $5 were okay. Benavides calls it human error.
But really, I mean, it was a very ethical operation. We recruited a lot of other community organizers, professors, former elected officials to help, and they were all people that I have my full confidence in.
He believes he will be exonerated today.
So you're saying that this transcript is inaccurate?
The Board of Ethics met for more than 6 hours listening to testimony from both sides and still did not finish. Now, we've been told that from here, both sides will submit affidavits and that a decision will be made on or after September 11th. Now, should the Ethics Board determine that campaign finance fraud did occur, Benavides could be asked to pay back all of that public finance money. And we did check up to this point, he has spent about $14,000 of that $38,000. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Madeline. The Inspector General tells us public funding is the issue here, not whether Benavides should be kicked off the ballot, as some of his critics are demanding.